Our goal is not to expulse.
Quebec Immigration Minister Jean-François Roberge laying out who the government says will be most likely to receive permanent residency status now that the PSTQ is the province's only pathway to immigration. He says that workers in healthcare, construction, education, and engineering, as well as those who work in daycares, will be prioritized. He also says that those possessing a university degree from a Quebec institution, as well as those showing the strongest potential to integrate, will also be moved to the top of the list. In total, Quebec plans to accept just under 29,000 economic immigrants through the PSTQ this year. That accounts for nearly 2/3 of the 45,000 permanent residents the province says it'll admit overall in 2026, a total that's 25% lower than last year.
I want to reassure people I'm working for them so they can stay here and continue work here as temporary worker.
The PSTQ works through monthly invitation rounds where candidates submit a profile and wait to be selected by the government. Immigration lawyer Vivian Albuquerque says that while the new priority categories bring some clarity, especially after weeks of uncertainty, there are still some big unanswered questions, namely which jobs inside those priority sectors will be put on the top of the list.
Even for the healthcare industry, what does it mean? Does it mean administrative assistants work in the legal field? Does it mean doctors already working? Does it mean individuals already part of a professional order? So there's a lot of uncertainties in terms of that.
The new guidelines come after a week of backlash against Quebec's cancellation of the PEC Fast Track program. Both the City of Montreal and unionized international professors at UQAM called for a grandfather clause to the now defunct immigration stream. Roberge on Friday being very clear in his response.
Ça n'a pas de sens.
When people apply to the program, if they live here in Montreal, they have less points. And what I'm asking is that we be treated the same.
The immigration minister also pushed back against concerns about uncertainty, arguing it's the federal government, not Quebec, fueling panic. He says Ottawa is to blame for letting temporary work permits expire.
Il n'y a pas de raison de leur créer de l'angoisse comme ça.
But according to Albuquerque, many French-speaking temporary workers are leaving Quebec in favor for faster federal options. Notably, the new Express Entry for French-speaking workers, a federal program geared for those willing to settle outside Quebec.
We are looking about between 15 to 20 months via the Quebec route. An Express Entry, if you're bilingual, you can do in 6 months.
Activists at the Immigrant Worker Center say Quebec's more restrictive system affects immigrants across the board, leading some to think twice before applying to the province.
Some people leave Quebec for other provinces expecting to get admitted through the programs open in other provinces.
In Montreal, Zachary Cheung, City News.